I'm Chris Spence. I'm Chief Technology Officer at NDI, the National Democratic Institute. NDI is a non-profit, nonpartisan organization based here in Washington, D.C., but that works in about 70 countries around the world to strengthen and support democratic institutions. So we work with political parties, we work with civic groups, we work with parliaments and others to really strengthen democratic institutions, safeguard elections, and help citizens better participate in politics. The thing that makes NDI unique is that we recognized a long time ago that the technology plays an extremely important role in politics and in democratic development. And so for years we've been integrating technology as a strategic tool into our programs. Now with the advent of cloud technologies and the broad adoption of mobile devices around the world, we're seeing extraordinary new opportunities for technology to empower citizens, to help citizens connect with each other, change the way they interact with government, and generally increase citizen participation in politics. In terms of the way the migration to the cloud has really helped us here in Washington, it saved us a lot of money, not just in software licensing and some of the upfront costs of making technology investments, but also it's allowed us to better utilize our engineering resources. So we haven't necessarily reduced staff. We had very few staff to begin with. What we really have done is been able to focus them on strategic goals and democracy problems. And part of our decision to partner with VMware and some of their hosting partners was this problem of reinventing the wheel, of building the same software applications over and over for different partners in different countries. So for example, election monitoring groups. The same tool might be useful in Malawi as in Kenya as in Tanzania, and we ended up building that application 3 times. What the VMware cloud solution allowed us to do was template that application, put it in the cloud, and clone the application so that our partners on the field could get a software application up and running and customize it and quickly get it running without necessarily involving my technical team here in Washington. So it really did save us a lot of energy. The partners get a solution quickly, and they don't have to go through a long procurement process or get in the queue of projects for my engineering team here in Washington. One of the other major benefits of the cloud is our staff storing documents online rather than storing them on their own devices. And this has several important benefits. The first is we're ensured that everybody always has a backup of their data. It's very common for laptops to get stolen or lost, and people lose important information. And having backups online is certainly an important and strategic value for NDI from a security standpoint. The other point would be that should that information get lost or stolen, we're always confident that it's safe and that it's not falling into the wrong hands. One of the things we look forward to is moving our disaster recovery strategy to the cloud. Our current on-premise systems have been fine for DR over the years, but clearly as we move our private clouds here off-site, there's a lot of potential for both availability wins and also a more coherent and cost-effective disaster recovery strategy. We recently moved from one office to another, and in that time we cut down our number of racks and number of servers considerably, all due to our virtualization strategy and migration to the cloud. So our move to the cloud has not only allowed NDI to focus on our mission, which is safeguarding democracy around the world, but also saved us a lot of money and allowed us to provide tools to our partners which better leverages their use of technology toward their individual goals in the countries where we work. Any company or organization that hasn't yet moved to the cloud needs to make steps in that direction. The way I see it, it's really a no-brainer. It's cost savings, it's focus on mission, it's better allocation of resources, and at the end of the day, as your costs come down, your productivity and effectiveness is going to go up.